problems, a lot of issues, economic issues, employment issues, water issues, transportation, all that kind of thing. But I want to tell Kenyans, we can stand together and we can fix it. We are the ones who can fix our issues. Nobody will come from outside Kenya to come and fix our issues. And how do we fix our issues? We sit and reason together. We go by the Constitution of 2010 and we follow it to the core. We are suffering. And I go on and read. Let me give you my agenda. DLP agenda Kenya. AK-47, we don't use guns. We use actions, united together, and we sit and work as a family. This journey is not mine alone. It is ours. Together we rise. Before we proceed with anything, let us honor and recognize the heroes of Kenya, those who gave their lives for our independence, those who built our institutions, and those who continue to serve this nation with dedication and courage. We honor the past, we celebrate the present, and we believe in the future, especially the young generation rising in strength and wisdom. Let us also come before God in humility and repentance. We ask forgiveness and cleansing for any wrongs we have committed as individuals and as a nation. For injustices, corruption, division, neglect, and pride. We seek his mercy and ask that he blesses and cleanses this new beginning, guiding us with righteousness, courage, unity. We imbued the Kenya of our dreams. Today marks a great day in history, the beginning of a turning point for this nation. It is not about us. It's not about me. I stand before you, not as a perfect person, but as one of you who has walked your journey, felt your pain, and share your hope. I know Kenyans are hurting. We are all hurting. My journey started as a young girl who was born and grew up from the hills of Iveti and spent my early childhood schooling at Nanyuki before turning back to Machakos. That means Kenya belongs to all of us. And you, as a Kenyan, you can thrive from anywhere. My journey has taken me to the concrete streets of Nairobi, to the savannah plains of Kajiado, to the white sandy beaches of the coast, to the shores of the Lake Victoria, to the slopes of Mount Kenya and Isiolo. I have journeyed beyond the borders of Kenya to as far east, to the land of the rising sun, that is Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and India. I have walked and worked in the streets of London and Belgium. I have been homeless and fled to the streets at night with my 4 children to escape death through gender-based violence. Yet, in spite of all this, I did not give up. I'm telling Kenyans, we don't give up. The situations are not good. We do not give up. Together, we can fix it. I still believed and pursued the Kenyan dream, a dream for a better life, opportunities, growth, and prosperity, not just for myself, but for my children, my family, and the community. I know the tears, the despair, the pain, the successes, the joys and laughter of this walk and the journey. Nevertheless, I still hold dear the beautiful Kenyan dream, which each and every Kenyan holds hold dear to their heart. I want to tell the youth, I once had no job and no income as a youth, and I understand what they feel. So I connect with the youth. I connect with the parents. Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, in all this work and pursuit, I came to learn and appreciate one thing. There is nowhere else like Kenya. After working abroad, there is nowhere else like Kenya. It is the land of plenty and the freedom of untapped potentials, both human and natural resources. Come west, come east, come rain, come shine. Kenya is our home, and it is the best place to be. And that's why we must work together and put Kenya where it belongs. It is about us. We can fix it. Kenya is not just a land defined by its territorial borders, but it's embraced by beautiful land and the weather, its people, its culture. It's a place where all the communities of this great nation can aspire to build and live their dreams, to fulfill their purpose for themselves, their families, their community, and the nation as a whole. No one chooses where you are born. You can't choose where you are born, but you can choose where to live. We have chosen to be in Kenya, and Kenya is attractive. That's why we see all races. People coming from African countries, coming from Western countries, and they call this place home. What about us? We are not in Kenya by mistake. We are here by God's design. A beautiful land filled with diverse people, very rich culture, richer resources and hospitality. Not a land and not a people driven and divided by hate, greed, by selfishness, by self-entitlement, by corruption, by tribalism, by nepotism, by injustice, and by poverty, but a people united by prosperity, peace, love, and unity. We can fix it. We can fix it, and we can make it a better place. Those before us struggled and fought for our independence. They struggled and fought for so that every one of the children of Kenya can live well. It is not happening, but we know it can happen. If we come together, we can fix it. But sadly, over the years, these dreams and hopes are slowly fading away. Greed, self-interest, corruption, tribalism, nepotism, hate and poverty, injustice and eroding our gains and purpose as a nation. It is for those reasons our people and children are leaving their homes to go to the streets to demand what is rightfully theirs, only to be met with unnecessary force, and even certain cases turn against each other and even destroy their neighbors' belongings and properties. For those who choose to not go to the streets, and there are many, they are forced to draw up the courage to go to the streets of other countries, far away from their homes, to look for money and a livelihood so as to save their families back at home. In those countries, they do not have the voice or the full freedom, but live with the constant reminder and the fear that way, because always reminded when can they go back home. We have an example of the US, United States, when the president entered office, he said he was going to repatriate all the foreigners. You can imagine, our Kenyans are there. We can't be careless as Kenyans. We must take care of our country, because across there, they face mockery, ridicule, always being constantly reminded that they should go back home to their country. Then there are those who are the silent sufferers. These are men and women of character, educated, and they have not lacked opportunities. They are sitting, they decide to sit at home. Some are depressed, others they don't know what to do. The parents are there, the children are there, and these are the majority of Kenyans who are on board because they are resource people. They are people of character, of sound mind. I know you are one of them. And that's why you are here and you are come to carry this vision of ELOP. My fellow Kenyans, my people, God sees all this. We do not need to worry. There's so much we can say, but I want to comment on this one. To the parents of Kenya, and this is where what is very dear to ELOP and very dear to me as a party leader. To the parents of Kenya, those who have sacrificed, struggled, and stood firm to educate your children, do not lose hope. Your efforts are not in vain. We see your tears, your prayers, your unwavering love. A solution is coming. A new dawn is rising, where education will lead not to frustration, but to opportunity. We are committed to a Kenya where the educated find purpose, employment, and empowerment. Your children will rise, and your investment will be fruitful. So do not give up. I'm speaking to the parents because as a mother, I know the pain of the parent when you educate a child and after attaining the top education in the country, they come back to you and they sit there and you have nowhere to take them. They want pocket money, the first child, the second child, the third child. In our time, when you educate the first child, those who are the elders like me, you educate a first child, they get a job, they take over, they educate the second one. The second one educates the third one. And that way, the burden became lighter for the parent. Today, you educate number one, number two, number three, number four, and if you have 10, even 10, they all come back to the house. They have no pocket money, they are grown up, and then it's very painful when you see a grown-up child you have educated, your son, coming to me, Mom, can you get me some pocket money? I'm telling you, it is demeaning, it is unfair, it is humiliating. What do you think that son is doing? What do you think the parent is feeling? It is painful. ELP says no to such behavior, to such occurrences. And I know we can fix it. Kenya, we do not lack resources. Kenya, we have got enough money. The fact that from independence, we are still talking of clean water. It is over 60 years, and we are still talking of clean water. We are talking of unemployment. We are talking of infrastructure. Roads are not done. I think something is wrong with us. And you know what? The Constitution is very clear. Power belongs to the people. And this power, you can exercise this directly or indirectly. We have been exercising the power indirectly through the elected leaders. I'm asking people of Kenya, join ELOP. ELOP will allow people to choose the right leaders, all who listen to you, who come like servants, they don't come like masters. So be ready. I once said, we are not, if in the county, we are not going to have meetings in the county assembly halls. Meetings will be only one day in a week if I enter the office. The 4 days, the other days, the MCS, they have to do their sleeps and go to the wards and go to the villages and supervise projects. With the ELOP, we want to take services down to the people, to the ward. I want some time. And this one, I stand to be corrected by Kenyans. We seem, and I'm not siding with anybody, I'm not a project on anybody. We see every day in the social media, we are blaming the president. I'm not saying I'm working the president, or we always say the president has not done this. President has not done this. Nobody is saying the governor has not done this, the MC has not done this, the MP has not done this. As a leader of ELOP, I know for sure, and the legal team will advise me, Kenya is a devolved country. We are devolved government. From the national government to county government. I have not heard any governor saying, I have not been given resources in my county, but they are quiet. That means we are taking the attention where it belongs, because the Constitution has allowed all resources and money to be taken to the county level. Once it goes there, who does the projects? Who does the contracts? We must follow and find out who is using our money as Kenyans. We must go down to the county level and hold those people accountable. We elected them, they air our views, otherwise we'll be forced as Kenyans to take to represent ourselves directly. And we have to start now. We have to start talking. We cannot just sleep, because as I started, I said, we can fix it. It's painful. I want to be very rich with my sons and daughters, and my neighbors to be very poor with their sons and daughters. Is there security for me? Then I keep on employing guards, keeping dogs, because I feel I'm not safe. It is fair to share the resources evenly, and we don't need to have our Kenyan youth going abroad, working there, mistreated, coming back in coffins. And as we understand now, there are about 1,000 of them in the foreign countries waiting execution. Is that fair? It's not fair. God is not a man that he puts all of us here and then he does not give us enough resources. You don't need so much. You need just enough. I'm talking, as I talk, I'm summarizing because economy is very dear to us. To ELOP. Another thing I want, as I stand today, I do not stand here, just a host, so that you host me and that kind of thing. I stand before you deeply humbled. I'm very humbled, and I filled with emotions. I'm bringing emotional intelligence to the Kenyan politics because Kenyans are emotionally affected, and they need the right medicine to cure. So I'm coming with the emotional intelligence so that I can understand, because I've gone through it myself. Because this is not just another event. No, it's not just another event. And that's why many were calling, they wanted to come, many of them, ELOP. But I said we'll have our ENDC later. This is a turning point and divine moment, a new dawn. For too long, many of our people have cried in silence. Is that true? Many of our people have cried in silence. Too many mothers with unanswered prayers. Mothers are going to their knees, they are going to churches, but it's not helping. So many of them. Too many youth wandered with no direction. Our youth have no direction. ELOP is going to give direction to the youth. And you cannot be safer with another party with another leader than to have a mother, because a mother will always take care of the old, the young, the prostitutes, the weak, and even those who are not learned. Too many fathers are burdened in our country and broken. They are broken because they are carrying loads they did not choose. A father there, as a son, as a daughter, they are carrying loads they don't choose. And no wonder we are seeing a lot of femicide. Femicide is a result of frustration. When you see our children killing each other, they are frustrated. They are frustrated because they have tried left and right. And you know why they are frustrated? We have got leaders who do not care. Nepotism. Yes, my brother, my cousin, that kind of thing. They are lacking opportunities. So we must take care of the fathers, we take care of the mothers. And how do we take care of the mothers and the fathers? When the sons and daughters, after accomplishing university or an educational, when they are at mature age, they are independent, they can start their families. I wonder sometimes we see weddings, big weddings of very few in this country. And it is who is who. Our sons and daughters of the common Canaan, they don't want to marry. They don't want to have weddings. With the ELOP, we are going to recognize every wedding when the young come together and want to get married. We'll have a department, we'll be sponsoring weddings so that our sons and daughters can also marry and be recognized in this country. And for those who are married and they have got disputes, we are going to set a system where we can be reaching all of them and do counseling. Nobody is going to sleep without food in the government of ELOP. So I'm telling you, you are in the right place. Many were asking me, and who is your deputy? Because as we go along, as we complete, I'm going to tell you more. My deputy is from Mandera and is a former defense officer. But that does not matter. I'm not coming as a master, I'm coming as a leader and as a servant. I believe in teamwork, and who will be the members of the team, all Kenyans, from east to west, north to south. There will be the team members, and I'll be the leader of that team. I'm not calling a group. Remember, a group has got no leader. Any group has no objective, has got no goal. It is like we say now we enter a bus to go to Kampala. When we reach Uganda, everybody will go their way because there was no leader and there was no objective, there was no goal. Ours is teamwork, and the teamwork starts from the village to the top. As I go to conclude, are we together? Can we fix it? We are going to fix it. Nobody will come from out here to fix it. As you can fix your family issues, you will fix this one. So my fellow Kenyans, my people, we are under the banner of Empowerment and Liberation Party. We are not just a political party, we are an engine running to rewrite the Kenyan story. A story where every Kenyan under the constitution within the rule of law and through proper management of our national resources can live and have a meaningful, dignified life with money in their pockets, food on their tables, a roof over their head, healthy livelihood, and access to affordable health care and opportunities to transform and multiply their ideas and add work into wealth. A story where every Kenyan owns their own land as a home, where every child can pursue their dream to college, university, beyond without a fear of lack of school fees, where every boy child and girl child can live their lives with joy and their full potential, and not by be limited by gender, property, and the pressure from society, where every Kenyan has meaningful income and every person living with disability is given an equal opportunity, where the elderly and the aged is and the elderly and the aged in dignity, care, and peace, where every man and woman can move about freely without a fear of safety for their lives and the security of their belongings, livelihood, properties, and businesses, where every Kenyan can give their opinion without the fear of being silenced and intimidated, where justice is assured and defender for the innocent and not a spear of a tool to cause pain and oppression to the powerless and the innocent. A Kenya where law and the decisions are meant for the benefit and the growth of the nation. A Kenya where men and women do not need to walk in kilometers in search of clean drinking water. A Kenya which is self-reliant, generates wealth, and is free from the bondage of local and international debts. My people, I have good news. The time is here, and the time is now for Kenya to move forward. On this day, Wednesday, 6 August 2025, we are launching a new agenda for Kenya, and it's for 7 counties. This agenda is called Agenda K47, AK47. Our AK-47 is not a gun meant to shoot bullets and to silence us with fear and intimidation of death and persecution. But our AK-47 are goals and visions that will shoot down poverty, corruption, greed, injustice, tribalism, nepotism, and hopelessness in this land, in the 47 counties. Our agendas are as follows. First, we put God first because we have no choice. The earth and fullness belong to God. Number two, family and the people. A family is very important. When the family is taken care of, the whole community is safe and the whole nation is productive. So with ELOP, will take stock of every family in the ward, in the village, and the MCA will not qualify with our party unless you bring to the office of ELOP all the families in your ward and all the members of that family, whether there is two parents, single parent, whether it is there is somebody who is bereaved, the ages of the children, the classes, if so that there will be no child to miss school fees. There will be nobody sick in that family. And that report, as I enter the office, and even God and you allow me, I go to State House, I'll get that report every morning from 4 a.m. That means ELOP cares for family. ELOP is a family. It's not about us. National unity, direction, and stability. That one I'll not go far because we all know about the security. If there is no security in the country, we know we cannot move around. Equal distribution of resources, I've spoken about that one. Security, injustices, we have affordable and accessible health system. That one is also key because our health nation is a productive nation. So health services will make sure that we do not lack drugs and drugs are supplied. Clean, accessible running water, we have spoken, affordable and accessible education system. With ELOP, there are no children who will be given loans. Help, we give children, you are telling them to take a loan, they are not working. When they finish a university or college, you don't give them a job. How do you expect them to pay? It is unfair because even us as adults and the people in business, you go to take a loan from a bank and you are going to be asked, you have never worked. And the first thing you will be asked by the bank, go ahead and bring your bank statement. You are looking for a job, but you bring a bank statement to borrow a loan. With ELOP, we are going to lower the rates to be at least 3% interest, so that business people can borrow, and they can be able to run their business. I want to tell Kenyans, there is nothing wrong borrowing from foreign countries. There is nothing wrong having investors coming to our country. But it is very wrong to borrow money to start a business, to go and start a business like you want to do farming, and then you use that money to travel abroad to go for holidays. Borrowing is okay. We can borrow, but we borrow and put that money in the right place. With ELOP, we'll have systems to oversight all the borrowed money so that we put it into practice, we make profit, and we pay back in time. And that's the only way we can be respected by the donors who give the money, and we will encourage them to come because Kenya is a place of opportunities. Wealth creation and economic financial stability through the promotion of innovative and technical ideas, local manufacturing, agro-processing, business growth, talent, and development. Local, regional, international trade we encourage. And there's nothing wrong also having offshore business where we can send our people to go and do business there, or we can do also business with the PPP, that is the public-private partnership. But one thing I want to tell us, corruption is a cancer in this country. Somebody want to open a gate for you, what can you give me for this? And this one is because people are lucky. When you have eaten enough and somebody offers you more, you always say, thank you so much, I'm okay. We cannot blame one another. It is because of the situation we are all in. This will be a thing of the past. Everybody will have their shares because, as I said, we will empty the cities. How do we empty the cities? When we allocate money to the counties, money goes to the village. We are going to have a system where now the elders, the leaders in the village, and the church leaders, the business people, the professionals of that particular ward, they will come up with a team to manage their resources, because resources will be taken to the ward level, not to the county level. For governors who seek to be governors with the ELP, you will be content with your salaries and salaries for your staff. That's the only money ELP will send to your account of the county. Otherwise, the money will go on direct to the ward level. So with ELP, money will trickle to the Kenyan at the last mile. Are we together? I therefore make this rally. I therefore make a call to Kenyans across the land, from the Bajuni in Lamu to the Barawa, to the Swahili, to the Mijikenda, to the Taita, to the Taveta, to the Giriama and the Tudigo, to the Oromo, Borana, Redila, and Saburu, to the Somali and the Gera, to the Tana, Ati, and the Ndorobo, and to the Daraka, Chaka, Nithi, Embu, Bere, Meru, Kikuyu, Kirinyaga, and the Kamba, to the Kuria, Iriki, Numbians, and the Teso, to the Masai, Pokot, Turkana, and the Karenjins, to the Luyas, Luos, Abaguzi, to the Indians, Arabs, to the Asians, to, the Caucasians and every tribe found in this land, to all our friends and the residents of Kenya, let us put our differences aside and build this nation together. Yes, we can fix it. I, Rose Muller, as a daughter of this land and as a mother, I am up to the task, and I strategically place myself, and I will be willing to lead as a servant leader, a team leader. Will be all Kenyans as I've read them above. I also express my intent to aspire as a presidential aspirant 2027 to guide this nation to achieve this goal under the umbrella of Empowerment and the Liberation Party. My coalition and dialogue and is and will be with the Kenyans as a whole, not individuals, not politicians, and not stakeholders. I come with emotional intelligence because we are hurting silently within ourselves. I come as a mother, leader to all Kenyans. Whether you are young, old, poor, or rich, wise or foolish, a thief or a prostitute, jobless or homeless, serving your time in prison, living abroad or here in Kenya, a civil servant or a serving in the Kenya Police Service or Kenya Defense Force, whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, or ordinary non-belief in the existence of I being, you are all my children and children of the land of Kenya. It is regardless of tribe and background. You will all be benefits of this land under ELP. You are all team members. You are all team members of this vision. I am a listening leader, and all your voices count. I am a good manager, and I will ensure everyone gets a rightful portion, access of this land and its resources, up to the world level, down to the village, to every homestead and the family. I will ensure the rule of law is followed so that there is accessibility, equality, justice, and equity to all. My people, I encourage you not to give up. Please do not give up, but to stand up and be strong. Let's change the way we do politics and make decisions. We must rise up above the politics of hate, fear, and walk into a future defined by justice, dignity, and a shared prosperity. When we are united in purpose, nothing is impossible. Let's spread the good news that you have heard today through our phones and social media. I, as Ross, will not come to your homes and the villages with helicopters. We have no choppers. Many are asking, where are you getting the resources? We have no choppers. We have no sunroof vehicles. We don't have land caravans and escorts. And that's why today, deliberately, I invited few people to pass a message. We have no land caravans and escorts, but through your phones, Mulika Mwizi, every Kenya's Mulika Mwizi has iPhone, airwaves, and the social media, like today that we are covering us today. We are going to make it. Remember that Gen Zs did not have caravans, but used their phones to mobilize each other and make their voices heard. They proved to us it can be done, so we can do it. If they could do it, you and I can do it too. So as we launch Empowerment and Liberation Party, that is ELP Agenda Kenya 47, AK-47 today. Join the party, join our movement, get your national IDs and register as voters. Let's move forward together tujijenge tukiwa pamoja. United we stand, divided we fall. May God bless you and your families. May He help us each day with courage, wisdom, and understanding, fruitfulness and prosperity, peace, love, and unity, according to His grace and mercies. Thank you very much, and God bless you.